a lot of people like recently are saying that like scary books and scary movies and scary TV shows are like a big reason for teen violence. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I think they're totally wrong. And I think that, I think the books are really healthy. Mm-hmm. And I think they help kids deal with a lot of feelings that they have, of anger. I don't really think that mass killers read these books. And I've never heard of somebody reading a book and then running out and doing something horrible.
Yeah, that's what
I've just never heard of that happening. And I think violence on movies and television is a really good thing. I think it's very healthy. And I think it helps people get rid of those feelings. Everybody has these feelings, these pent-up feelings. And I think that's very good release to be able to sit and watch it. And I think people who say, oh, kids are going to be influenced, just don't realize that kids are very smart. It's insulting to kids. And don't get me started on this, really. But, whenever there's some horrible tragedy, then they start saying, who gets punished for these things? Kids. They say, well, let's keep the kids out of the movies. Let's make sure the kids don't get to go to these movies. Well, let's ban the lyrics. Let's censor the lyrics in their music. And let's give them a curfew. And every single solution is just a punishment for kids. It's not a solution. There are a lot of people who don't like kids and don't like young people and really resent young people. And these are the people who are trying to solve these real serious problems by punishing kids.
Yeah, every teenager would say.
Let's take away their video games. Crazy. Well, that's people. There's these people have these natural tendencies, and they shouldn't be repressed. My brother, they brought up my nephew. They didn't want any violence in the house. They didn't want any violence. He wasn't even allowed to watch the Muppets. They thought the Muppets were too violent. And my nephew, can you imagine? And they would never allow him to have toy guns. There were just no guns, no toy guns. And one day he was visiting, and I gave him a slice of American cheese, and he bit it into the shape of a gun. He had to have a gun. He was obsessed. He wasn't allowed to have any. He was obsessed with guns. Obsessed. He took this American cheese, he turned it into a gun so he could play.
What did you say?
I thought it was funny.
And I'm waiting to hear the end of the story. And now...
What?
And now...
He's doing 10 to 20 at Rikers. There's no end of the story. He's fine.